Welcome into the Olympic Ice Arena for tonight's ACHA Men's Division I matchup between the Lehigh Mountain Hawks and your Robert Morris Colonials. I am Andrew Keel. Alongside me, TJ Rose, as we get ready for the rematch from last night where the Colonials looked like they were about to topple and then crumbled down to pieces.
Yeah, exactly. They just crumbled away in the last few minutes of the game. Just a few errors that cost them the game there. Looking for the bounce back today. In between the pipes, they have Reno Patrick, who's just coming off a shutout against RIT. So let's see how he can perform today against Lehigh.
As now we will send it over to Phil Pachinski for our starting lineups. Anthem done as we look at between the pipes. The aforementioned Reno Patrick in for the Colonials, 1-4 record with a 4.44 goals against, a lot of fours back to back, and an 8.99 save percentage. Looking to jump over 900, and obviously that shutout last game out at RIT.
Yeah, on the other side here, we have Dimitri Condolayos here. 3-4 record with no decision, with 3.22 goals against average and 9.22 save percentage. He's pretty good between the pipes. Let's see what he's got for Lehigh here.
Patrick coming in strong, had his first win of the season last time he touched the ice, looking to bounce back and get that second one as we get ready for the second of two meetings between the Hawks and the Colonials. Puck is down and play is underway. Stick breaks off the draw. It's Blevins.
Unfortunate.
That's not the good start you want for the Colonials.
Yeah. At least you get out of the way now.
It'll get moved down the corner, picked up by Berghart. He'll push it around behind, back to the point. Justice shot finds Patrick, but he may be able to get a blocker on that one. LaQuatra can't get it out. It's kept in, but will be moved right back to him as he dances around one. He'll hit the glass and send it in. Justice back for the Hawks. He'll dump that one off the wall all the way down, and we will have our first icing. Wonder if it'll take quite as long as last night to get our second icing. It was almost halfway through the game.
We will see.
19-17 after that first icing. As we're going to see the new first line, Corbin Ragno out of the lineup tonight, as Shiramonte will move his way up to the top line. Off the draw, Moran will move it to Rorick. Rorick's shot is blocked by Mulder.
It's a good opportunity there.
Great face-off play for the Colonials. It'll get sent around past everyone and go right back to the Colonials. Through the legs of DeBrandt, he gets to circle back to his own net. He'll try and fire that one up to Rorick, but it's stopped by Waddell and into the net, into the stands.
Lucky fan caught that one. It's actually a pretty good heads-up play by the fan. Off the wall, too. Let's see how Shiramonte can gel in with this group with Rorick.
And Moran is
yeah,
sent in deep off the draw. Lindquist. It'll get moved up the wall for the Colonials. Past Moran. Shiramonte trying to take it, but it'll be on the stick of Goldstein. In. Shot goes wide. Taking it, pushing it is Toomey. Pushed along the wall. Out in the slot. Shot save made Patrick. Rebound bounces right to him, but fanning on it. Out in front is fanned on. Rourke will try and move it up the wall. It's kept in by Lindquist. And it'll be sent back behind. Finnegan to go back and get it. He'll try and go up the wall to Shiramonte. He can't get it out. And now the Colonials get it up to Friel. To Rourke to Moran. Here come the Colonials. Moran dancing around. He'll go in the corner. Moran back to the point. Friel keeps it in. He fans on that one, but actually left to the zone on that shot, so have to recollect are the Colonials. Carr, pressured here by Evans. He'll just throw it up the wall, where the Colonials keep it in with Kohlberg. It'll be dumped around and picked up by Gagliardi. He'll move it back to his D partner, Kadorit. Takes a weird bounce, but finds its way to Carr, and the Hawks turn up. Dumped in, Finnegan will push it back to Kohlberg. He'll go up the middle, Crivelli. We'll go over to Evans, where he will just dump it into the Hawks zone. Back to get it, Senecoli. He's pressured by Crivelli in his feet, but taking it there, Gagliardi, and away from danger.
Not bad start for the Colonials right now. Just not a lot of opportunities being generated.
And that's on either side.
Yeah, exactly.
Crivelli will baseball swing that one into the zone. Back to get it, Gagliardi. Colonials are changing. As the Hawks take it up the wall, Evans throws his body around. Saw that a lot last night. He'll get it back, move it up to Spears. Spears getting his first career goal last night. As the Hawks take it from him, Gagliardi will move it up. Carrying is Knopf. He gets pushed off by Spears. Schmidt has to turn back. He's pressured and will move it up. Young to move it back behind for Schmidt. He'll go up to Hayburn. Hayburn will go off the far wall to Young. Young will send it around. Condolios to leave it behind. But an errant pass will go to Young. Young's shot is saved. It'll go to the stick of Spears. Spears gets pushed off the puck. And it's moved to center by the Hawks.
Not a bad idea by Young, just putting that puck on net right there. I almost got something out of it.
Justice sends that one towards the slot. No one there for the Hawks. Up in the air, Colonials do get it out off Young, and we'll go for a change. Dobransky. He'll find Passanante off the bench, just a little too far for him. But bouncing puck will go back to the Colonials. Medved will let LaQuatra just flick it in. They'll move to the wall, set in front kick there. Rebound for Passanante, won't go. Still digging for it. And eventually covered by Colonials.
That was close right there. That puck was loose, bouncing everywhere.
Just send it to the front of the net and see what happens.
Yeah, exactly. Got kicked at one point.
Yeah, almost had that happen last night where it got saved on the goal line by a defender. Almost again for this line. Shot by Hurley goes over the net. Blevins' rebound is just off the side. Digging right in front of us. LaQuatra in his feet. He can't get it out. Turns over to Blevins, though. Blevins will circle back. He'll go across the line to Bransky. Fires for a tip just wide from LaQuatra.
That was a nice look right there.
Hurley can't get it in deep, but LaQuatra will keep it at the line momentarily. Does it again, and he steals it again. LaQuatra tried to go in front for Passanante. He gets held up, though, by Kadorit.
Good defensive play from Lehigh's defenseman right there.
Tearing up his Heinberg. He gets around Hurley. Drops it into the middle, but no one there. And the Colonials get it out to center. Dump back in, offsides of the Hawks. As Hurley behind the net. He'll spin it behind Dobransky. He'll go behind his back to find Sharamonte. Tried to go up to Blevins, goes past him. Goldstein. Across is, I think that hit the post.
Yeah,
I thought I heard a post from here.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
That one behind the net. Sharamonte will go all the way across. Rorick. He's picking up speed. Devin Rorick in. Save made Condolius. And got out by the D.
Big save right there. Coming up top is Condolius.
Moran. He'll try and circle around, but loses it. Taking it Toomey. Toomey gets around Finnegan for the moment, but Finnegan with that long reach.
Yeah, great
reaches
stick
and
right
get
there.
that one. He'll go up to Rorick again. Rorick will just go for an area dump into the far corner. Back with it, Justice. Off the wall, will go straight to Finnegan. Colonials feeling it a little bit now. Sharamonte will just dump it around, stopped by Condolius. Justice will go up the wall. He'll find Waddle. Waddell pushed off by Evans. So he'll pick that one up. He'll go up to Rorick. Circling around. He'll go back, and he'll make its way to Finnegan. Over to Moran. Moran's shot gets tipped and over the net. Kohlberg off the bench will leave it for Evans, but he can't send it in deep, and it'll go right back to center. Frio fans on the dump as the puck bouncing all over the place at center. Takes a bounce towards center, pushed up to Evans. Evans will push it around behind the net. Couple 11s going for it, and Lindquist and Kohlberg turned over to Crivelli. Crivelli into the middle, gets hooked in front, shot save made on Evans. Another great chance for the Colonials.
Yeah, Crivelli did not give up on that play right there. Great work from him.
Crivelli with it again. Backhand will go behind the net. He'll get his own rebound in the corner. He'll dump it behind for Kohlberg. Kohlberg with the help of the ref will move it back to Medved. Medved's shot is blocked and out to center. Young off the bench will be able to win it. Medved will go for a home run to Kohlberg, who will just elect to dump it in and go for a change. Third line looking strong there. Kadorit will just rim it around. Schmidt to get it for the Colonials. He'll send it to center past a bunch of Hawks. As could have been called for too many men there.
Yeah,
Jumping early. Patrick will leave it behind for Schmidt. He'll go up the wall, finds Hayburn. All the way across, finds Young. Young to dump it in. Spear sends it in front. No one there for the Colonials, though.
Nice little pass from Spears right there. That could have been dangerous.
Offsides of the Colonials. Didn't think they touched it, so
yeah,
I know there's an intent involved with those. Maybe the fact that he went to play the puck.
Gotcha, yeah.
That's going to call the icing, or the offsides.
Yep. Makes sense.
Off the drop, Blevins tries to move it forward, but gets his skates locked up. Back Kadorit. He'll move it across. Lindquist loses it. Pressured by LaQuatra. In feet. It'll bounce out to Passanante. He'll go through some legs. Down in the corner. Goes a reverse hit on Kadorit. As we've got a scrum right in front of us.
They're loving this corner so far. Kind of crazy. Don't see too much attention down here.
Lindquist can't get it out. Hurley's shot will be picked up by Kadorit. Kadorit can't get it out. Blevins sends it around. Passanante to race for it. Can't keep it in. Are the Colonials, and out the center it goes. Blevins. That'll go over to Bransky. Back across. Moving up. Trying to go in the middle. Blevins drops it. Hurley shot. Save made. And behind the net. Can't corral it. Is Hurley again.
What a beautiful drop pass from Blevins right there. Free shot for Hurley.
Colonials still with a lot of pressure. Shot by Dobransky. Will be a dump in. Off the bench, Sharamonti trying to pressure up. In his feet, but pushing it out are the Hawks. Heading the line and sending it in is Malid. Patrick will start moving it quickly. He'll find Hurley. Up to Blevins. Blevins to carry in. Drops it. Rorick. Shot. Save made. Rebound bounces out. No one there to pick it up. Through the middle to Toomey. Toomey gets hit there by Rorick. Shot there goes wide. And in the corner. Down below the net. Sending it around to Toomey. Takes a weird bounce off the Zamboni doors and dump down. Rorick. He'll beat out the icing. Won't have a chance on goal though. Goes through his legs, but he picks it back up. In front again! Oh. Almost a tic-tac-toe within 2 feet of the net.
That was close. That would have been nice.
Friel. He'll get around Toomey. Move it up the wall. We'll go all the way across. Be picked up by Rorick. He'll poke it in the middle for Moran. Connor Moran. Shot goes over the net. And cleared up the wall by the Hawks. They will elect to just... The Colonials will attempt to just dump it in. Mulder will have it behind the net. He's pressured by Evans. Forces a pass. And it gets through to center. And a lot of feet. And taking it out is Goshik. Shot is blockered away by Patrick. Puck along the wall will go down to Finnegan. He'll go up the wall to Kohlberg. Kohlberg tried to go in the middle, but it's broken up. As Moran will finally get off. Takes a weird bounce. Kohlberg can't get possession, and dumping it in is Goshik. Up the wall, Friel. He can't get it out. In the middle, shot is behind Patrick, but cleared out of danger by the Colonial defense.
I think that hit the post again.
Wow. Kohlberg will go up to Crivelli. Crivelli can't enter the zone. Colonials are changing, so maybe a smart decision to circle back anyway.
Yeah, very smart.
Finnegan will go on net. Young barreling down, so Condolios will just elect to cover it. Colonials really mixing up lines. Not going in a straight order like you normally see, a 1, 2, 3, 4,
yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. In feet. It'll get pushed out to the point. Hayburn will take it off the stick, though, of Tucson Periotis. Kadorit dancing behind the net. Gets met by Young, almost bounces out in front of the net. Schmidt can't keep it in. Carrying is Tucson Periotis. Shot goes wide. Picking up Medved. He's pressured here, but able to keep possession. Schmidt will just send it the length of the ice, and that will be an icing.
All right, we'd like to take this opportunity to remind everyone that November is National Youth Homeless Awareness Month. Our ACHA hockey teams and our pre-law society are sponsoring the Clean Kids Backpack Program. We're asking everyone to please support our local homeless kids by donating any new personal care or hygiene items. Donation bins are located at the following locations: second and third floors of the Nicholson building, outside the CAF doors and Rotunda doors, outside Saxby doors in the Wheatley lobby, and the second floor of the Hale building in the seating area. Thank you all for your support.
As play resumes, digging for it in the far corner. Picking it up, Carr. Dump behind, Goshik. He's pressured off, taking it Wolfhart. He'll put on the brakes. Circle around the behind again. Carr out to the point, Kadorit. Shot looking for a tip, almost getting it back door with Wolfhart. Wolfhart has it now. He'll send it down to Carr. Carr will try and go up the wall. It's with Wolfhart, though. Sent in front. Shot there. Will go up into the netting as we've got a Colonial penalty upcoming. Lehigh's going to go to the power play.
They're a strong first half of the first period right there. I mean, a couple big hits and sloppy play leads to a penalty for the Colonials. Very unfortunate. See what the penalty kills got for today.
Both penalty kills were perfect last night. No non-even strength goals. Medved will sit for the Colonials. 6:06 to go in the first. As LaQuatra will just dump it down the ice, and he will be in a race with a fellow 16 in Kadorit. Loses his stick, so can't really do anything with it. Cleared up, will be missed by the Hawks, but a turnover. Berghart will just dump it around, picking up Wolfhart. Back to Kadorit. Back across one more time. Shot, save made, goes behind the net. Dobransky will move it out. Heinberg in the middle. Kadorit. Shot, scores! Exact same way he scored last night. Kadorit, Nicholas Kadorit, scores again on just a seeing eye puck from the point.
Yeah.
That the goaltender couldn't see.
Not much he can do there if you're Patrick. Just unfortunate. Squeak through all those bodies right there.
It's the exact same last night that Kadorit scored. Almost from the same spot, too. Justice will try and go up the middle. But Knopf turns it over. As we got a hand pass. Didn't see originally, but got it on the second try. So this will go all the way down in front of Patrick. Moran will win it back into the corner. Friel will send it around. Rorick to pick it up. He'll go back to Finnegan. Poked out by Rorick. Carrying Shermonti. He absorbs that hit as he just dumps it in. Sumperiotis. He'll go off the wall, but it'll be turned over to Finnegan. He'll try and go up the wall, but it's broken up. Rorick gets leveled. And picking it up, Friel. He'll go off the fall to find Rorick. Loses that one as Finnegan just dumps it in. Moran on the chase. In some feet. Ends up with Rorick. Moran still in feet. Bringing it out. Rorick. Spin around shot. Save made. Goes behind the net. Moran will leave for Shermonti. It'll go to the wall, but he loses it. Carrying up his Knopf. Shot there, save made Patrick. It'll be sent out to center. Moran. Rest of the Colonials changing, so didn't have any help, dumps it in. Sinicola behind the net. He'll find Gagliardi. Up the middle, finds Mankanka as he just dumps it in. Dobransky in that corner. More bodies entering. Dobransky will be the one to come out with it. He'll carry it and he'll move it up to Kohlberg. Kohlberg up the wall will just dump it in. It'll be sent back behind. With it, Crivelli. He'll find Kohlberg. Back to the point. Dobransky fires, tipped and saved. My Condolois.
That was a nice redirect there. That was
Early.
close.
Early almost kept that one in.
Yeah, that was. Ooh.
Dobransky will leave for Kohlberg and he'll dump it in. Crivelli to chase. Sent around. Evans will be the first one to it. He'll go back to the point, but too hard as it bounces back. Losing a stick in the process is a Hawk. As can't keep it in there was Hurley. 1-on-1, but Dobransky up to the task as he's going to draw a penalty out of it too. Dobransky up the middle, finds Crivelli. Moves it. Dances around, puts on the brakes. Passes that one across, finds Dobransky. Bounces off his stick as it's in the corner. Empty net as eventually touching it are the Hawks. As the Colonials will get their first power play of the game.
Yeah, here we go. Big opportunity here to equalize the game, respond to the goal.
Looking like we're getting Gavin Crivelli on the power play.
Yeah.
Replacing
that?
Ragno. That's a big it's a big role.
That is.
Off the draw, it'll be sent back behind and can't keep it in is Finnegan, but does enough to hold up the Hawks from getting a breakaway. Warwick will be back in his own zone. He'll move it across. He'll find Sharamonti or Moran. Dangles a man. Here he comes, Moran. He'll circle back. Back to the point, Finnegan. Across. Rorick. Rorick will go behind the net. Still circling. Shot save made. They'll go in the corner. Sharamonti. Back to Finnegan. Finnegan looking for a tip. Shot goes into the goalie. And out. Shot goes wide. Rorick back at the point. He'll move down, go across, over the stick of Moran. He'll get it back, though, off the wall. Moran, shot, tipped by Crivelli and saved. Crivelli will go up the wall. He'll find Moran. Tried to go for Rorick, but it's poked out by the Hawks. And a quick up for the Colonials. Rorick. Tried to drop for Moran, goes off him, but gets it back. Down to Rorick. In across, tried to find Passanante, just couldn't get backdoor in time.
Yeah, that was a good look right there, just not in time.
Moran. Pass for Rorick. Oh, open backdoor.
Yeah.
Couldn't find the stick.
Starting to come together right now. Just can't execute it.
Rorick bounces over his stick, and the Hawks will just send it back. And we moved up. Moran. 10 seconds to go on the power play. Finnegan. He'll carry up. Still with it. Goes behind the net. Penalty is killed by the Hawks. Passanante behind the net. We'll try and send it in front, but it's broken up. 20 seconds to go in the period. Poked away Moran. Crivelli. Shot is blocked. He'll get his own chance in front from Moran. Just too far in front of him. 10 seconds to go. Goldstein will just send it. Schmidt to grab it. Trying to get a chance for the Colonials. They will not. As that will do it for the first period of play. Hawks take a 1-0 lead in the intermission.
Yeah, good play from both squads so far. Hawks.
Welcome back for period number 2 of Colonials and Mountain Hawks as we get ready for the second period. Recap of the first. Lone goal was a power play goal for the Hawks. It was scored by Nicholas Kadorit. Just a seeing eye shot from the point that just found a hole through Patrick.
Yeah, nothing Patrick could have done on that goal right there. Just like what you said, just found its way through many defenders.
Puck is down. Colonials will just send it in. Back to get it justice for the Hawks. He'll get moved up the wall, carrying his Berghardt. He'll lose that one off the pressure. As a bouncing puck will find its way on the stick of Heinberg. He'll dump it in, but can't get around to Bransky. He'll move it over his D partner in Hurley. He'll leave it for past Senante, but he's pinched along the wall. Heinberg, walking, scores! Tip in front and an early goal for the Hawks. It's 2-0.
Yeah, those redirects, they always get you. Just nothing Patrick can do. Had a man open there, no body, and just found his stick.
Went off a Colonial, I believe. And
really?
And just
nothing
nothing Patrick could
unlucky.
do.
Yeah.
Wanted a strong period for the Colonials, and it's looking like they need a couple now. Rorik will go behind the net. Sent in front. Rorik wasn't there for the chance. Carrying out now Toomey for the Hawks. He'll send it on net and covered by Patrick.
Colonials need a bounce back. One man that could get that going is Rorik. This line has all the power to do it. Followed up by Connor Moran with them.
Off the draw. That'll be one to Toomey in the feet of Shermonti. Shot is saved by Patrick. Rebound is loose, still in his feet, and Moran gets it out and sends it the distance.
A little sketchy there.
No icing, as racing back was Kadorit. He'll carry up now for the Hawks. He's pressured by Shermonti. It'll get dropped into the middle, trying to find Toomey off his stick. Moved up. Here comes Moran. He'll hit the red line, dump it in. Off feet, and the Colonials come out with it. Moran tried to go in the middle, but it's blocked. He gets it back. We'll go behind the net to find Evans. Evans up the wall, Friel. Shot tipped in the crease. No one knew where it was.
Nice little redirect from Moran there.
Goldstein will send it around. Patrick out to play it as the Hawks change. Friel will take his time. He'll find Finnegan. Finnegan will go off the far wall trying to find Evans, but too far in front of him. And the Hawks will just elect to dump it in again. Friel loses it on the pressure. With it, Goshik. He'll go back to the point. Shot there is over the net. Trying to push up Evans, but Hawks keep it in. Wolfhart back to the point. Shot goes wide. Over to get it, Sinicola. Carr gets hit. Trying to go for the puck. As still with it are the Hawks. Dancing around. In some feet. Finnegan pressuring. Taking it, Carr. He'll go up to the point. It's blocked. Moran to take it. He'll try and spring Rorik free. It goes past him. And an icing on the Colonials.
Long shift for these guys out here.
Yeah, Rorik and Moran have been out here for a while.
Yeah.
Evans has been switched on recently, so he's not as tired, but those two have been on for a decent length. Off the draw, Colonials try and get it out. It's sent to the corner. Friel to chase. It'll get sent around by the Hawks and Mankanka. Evans lays a hit and gets it out. It'll be right on the stick as pressured off Evans. Behind. Mankanka back to the point. It's poked out by Rorik. Rorik to race after it, but winning the race is Mulder as he will grab it. Finnegan lays a hit as that one gets flipped into the penalty box.
That line finally gets the break they need. After a long shift, around 2 minutes. In comes the Spears, Young, and Hayburn line.
Spears will win it back, but past Medved. Trying to go up the wall. It's broken up. Carrying Berghardt. Behind the back, in the middle, shot is saved. Rebound behind Patrick, pushed through his own legs by Medved and out.
Wow, close call there.
Hayburn will just dump it in. Back to get it Mulder. He gets hit hard by Hayburn.
That's a big hit right there. Love to see that from the rookie.
Schmidt getting chased down. Will keep possession, but turns it right over to a Hawk coming off the bench in Kadorit. We'll just send it around Medved to slow it down. Up to Hayburn, poke to center. Spears trying to get on his gas. As his stick gets taken out of his hand, no call. Moved up the middle, carrying his Waddell. Gets past Schmidt in the middle. Shot save. May looking for a pass off pads as that one gets chipped into the bench. This line being physical.
Yeah, really. They came out strong right there. Usually we're used to seeing the big Elijah Young flying by and delivering the big hits, but Jackson Hayburn stepped up to the plate.
Hawks win it back to the point. Lindquist, shot is blocked. Dobransky will try and go up the middle to find Kohlberg, too far out of his reach. Back to get it Kadorit. He'll go behind the net, but can't keep it to the Hawks. Crivelli. He'll dump it back around behind. Kohlberg will go out to the point. Dobransky, shot, looking for a tip. Rebound in front. Saved by Condolios.
Not bad opportunity there. Love the thought process of just throwing the puck on net. Never know. Especially when you're down 2-0. You don't need a pretty goal. Just need something to respond with. Make it 2-1.
Off the draw, Hawks win it, and it'll go over to Bransky. Not often you say that.
Yeah, really.
Hurley will move it up to him. He can't get the pass to LaQuatra. Turned over. Carr. Pressured by LaQuatra. Got to go up the wall. Blevins to try and get it out. He can't. And LaQuatra won't either. Dobransky's try won't either. Colonials can't get it out. Keep keeping it in. Are the Hawks. Turnaround. Carr will turn it over to Hurley. Here come the Colonials. Hurley over to Blevins. Blevins will drop it. Can't get a handle on it. LaQuatra. It'll be in the corner. Around Gagliardi will have it and move it out for the Hawks. Carr will just dump it in. Picking up Hurley. He'll go behind his back. Dobransky up to Blevins. Blevins to just dump it in. Colonials are changing as that one will be sent to length of the ice. No icing. Finnegan. He'll go all the way across. He'll find Rorik. Rorik in front. Rebound!
Wow.
Did he get a handle on that one? Wow.
Robbery.
Diving across. Condolios.
Yeah, Passanante. He was close. He came in. I can't believe he didn't score that. Robbery.
Colonials knocking on the door still. Face off in feet. Moran can't dig it out, and the Hawks will. Carrying it up. He'll find into the middle. Broken up Finnegan. He'll go up the wall. Colonials on the turn. Sharamonte will just flip it off the wall. Justice. He'll find his D partner. It'll go up the middle. Stick lift, and the Colonials take it. Moran pressured off there by Justice, and they take it back. In feet, Colonials trying to dig it free as the lights come on and off. Carrying up. Frio knocks him off the puck. But a pass up to the D will be broken up Sharamonte and sent to center. Kadorit. They'll move it up. Finnegan to stop it. No real chances for either team in the past couple minutes.
Yeah, not really.
Off the wall, and the Hawks take it right back. Back and forth. Finnegan's pass broken up. Behind the net, Heinberg. Back to the point, back down to Heinberg. In the middle, shot goes wide. Tremonti trying to chip it out. It'll be kept in. Finnegan eventually getting that one out to center. In feet, Moran to take it. He'll dance in. Tried to send in the middle, but no one there. Taking it was Malid. Finnegan runs into him, though. Here come the Hawks. Shot save made. Rebound is loose. Can't get it in. Moran up to Rorick. Just one man to beat. Puts on the brakes. Waits for reinforcements. In the middle. Tried to find Moran, but turned over. Burghardt shot, but the Hawks were offside. So it'll come back out the center.
A little late there. Previously, how about the captain? Big hit. You don't see him. He lays the body, but not like that. I mean, that's a big one right there at the middle of the ice.
Maybe a spark.
Yeah.
Hopefully a spark.
Yeah, that's exactly what they needed.
Spears gets leveled off the draw as the Hawks send it in. Schmidt off the wall to Hayburn. He'll go across to Young. Carrying up Eli Young. Shot goes over the net. Goes through the legs of Hayburn, but just out of reach of Goldstein. He can't corral it. Schmidt takes him down. Cutting in across. Broken up by Hayburn. Shot there goes wide. Goldstein back to the point. Shot there. Save made by Patrick. Rebound almost bounces right back to him. Schmidt can't get it out. Kept in Gagliardi. It's blocked. Pinching down. Shot in front. Stopped by Schmidt. He'll take it behind. Schmidt fans on the first chance, but the second chance will go and go past Gagliardi. No icing. 10:40 to go. Colonials with a whole new unit now on the forward side. The Hawks are taking their time. Time is on their side, despite there still being 30 minutes left.
Yeah.
Medved off the wall will find Evans. Evans to Schmidt. Schmidt will circle back. He'll go to Medved, up to Kohlberg. That'll be dumped down, no icing. Picking up Mulder. Mulder will just sit behind his own net as they play catch with it. But he flings that one out of the arena. 9:50 to go in the second.
Yeah, Lehigh taking their time, looking pretty composed out there. Not really rushing or forcing any passes while they're up 2-0. RMU needs a mistake from Lehigh and capitalize on it, but Lehigh making it difficult.
Winning it forward is Blevins. Sent into the middle, can't find the stick of LaQuatra. Passanante with some speed. And we'll get back to LaQuatra. Poked out and poked away by Dobransky back to the Colonials. Medved will elect to just dump it in again. As that one gets sent around, pressuring there, LaQuatra forces a turnover. Broken stick of Dobransky, second one of the game for the Colonials. That one sent around behind. Trying to go up the wall. It's kept in Passanante. As the Hawks eventually send it to center. Passanante drops it. Finnegan right back to him. Short little pass. Tried to find Blevins. It'll go to LaQuatra. LaQuatra shot tipped by Blevins as he loses his stick. On the ice, Hurley can't keep it in as here come the Hawks. 4-on-2. Into the middle. Carr. Back pass won't go.
Close.
Hurley up to LaQuatra. Colonials on the turn. Blevins drops it. Hurley shot. It's held by Condolios.
Yeah, Condolios looking sharp right now. Looking like a brick wall between the pipes so far. A lot of good opportunities from the Colonials just being shut down.
Back-to-back chances on both sides.
Yeah. Good
Neither
work
really
from
getting a
both.
shot.
Yeah. Good work from both goaltenders.
Off the draw. It'll get moved to the wall. Shermonti to chase. Hit will jar the puck loose, but the Hawks get it right back as they'll take it to center. To Zumperiotis. His shot gets tipped and goes behind the net by Patrick. Moran up to Shermonti. Goes back behind to find Finnegan. He'll go up to Rorik. Colonials looking to break in. It'll be in the feet of Shermonti. He doesn't know offsides anyway. As now Colonials got to regroup. Up the middle. Moran lays a hit along the wall. He'll now move up to Rorik. Rorik puts on the brakes. Off the wall, finds Shermonti. In the middle, Moran tipped and saved. 7:30 to go in the second. The Hawks are not going to force anything. They're going to let the Colonials come to them. Mankanka's pass will find Knopf. He'll just dump it in. Finnegan back to get it. He'll go behind his back, finds Young. Young back to Finnegan. Finnegan's pass finds no one, as that will be a Colonial icing. 7:01 to go in the second.
Yeah, a little miscommunication there between both captains. Don't see that a lot, but they're talking it through now.
Puck in feet. It'll get poked out to the Hawk point. Saved by Patrick. Sent to the wall. Heinberg back to the point. Shot goes wide as Young goes through him. Back down in the corner. Heinberg. He'll circle around. Poked by Young, but not out. Justice turns it over to Finnegan. He will flip it to center. Looked like Justice did not want to run into Young that time.
Yeah, a little scared.
Young will try and dig that one out. It bounced out to Hayburn in the slot. He can't pull the trigger. Hawks get it out, carrying his Malede. He'll go across. Berghardt. Shot goes over the net. As net comes off. As some extra, I think the Colonials are going to be short out of this. No, we're going to get 4-on-4.
Yep.
I wouldn't be surprised if Friel goes for embellishment.
Yeah, he might. I didn't see the
call. Looked like it was all verbal.
Yep.
So we'll have to wait to hear. As it will be 4-on-4. As we wait for the two penalties to be on the board. 6:10 to go in the second. Puck was never even dropped, and the two were fighting for it. Blevins and Waddell.
Yeah. Ref getting a kick out of that.
Blevins will win it to the wall. Medved loses it to Waddell. Tried to send it in front. It's blocked by Blevins. Blevins will circle around. Drops it to Medved. Up the middle. Finds Blevins. He'll carry in. Past one. Wraparound shot is gloved away there by Kondoliosis.
Good opportunity from Blevins right there. Better save on the other hand.
Yeah, it will be Friel for embellishment.
Wow.
And Heinberg gets a rough for the Hawks. And we send around, takes a bounce out to the point. Rorik will go back to Medved. Medved waits, fires, and easily gloved there by Kondoliosis. Moran takes a tumble. Neither will get called there. Hawks get it out to center. Race for it here. Toomey gets met by Medved. Has turnaround and save there. Couple tumble in the wall. Waddell. Spin around is broken up. 3 Colonials collapse on him. Schmidt will take a bounce off Moran, so it won't make its way to Rorik. Carrying Toomey into the middle, finds Carr. His shot is saved. Carr to grab it again. He's pressured off by Schmidt, but gets it back. Rorik just muscles him off the puck.
Yeah.
And the Colonials move up. Rorik takes a tumble, tries to move it to Moran, but can't find him. Up the middle, Carr. He'll go over. Goshik. Shot goes over the net. Rorik will send it to center. Picked up by Justice. He'll go over to Mulder. Passes this one up. Here's Carr. Shot poked away by Schmidt. Rebound in the air. Trying to get it out are the Colonials. Justice. He'll wrap around behind the net for the Hawks. Spin around. Will go down to Goshik. 8 seconds to go. Backhand shot will go up into the netting. 4:17 to go. 7 seconds on the 4-on-4.
Yeah, good shift there from the fellows, both sides. Not a lot going Army way, but they're there defensively. A lot of good defensive highlights there.
Off the draw, Blevins will try and wait to the Quattro, but Hawks take it away. Blevins with it now, back to 5-on-5. Passanante. He'll move it up to Friel. And off the wall. Hawk get it back. Carrying his Justice. And as he gets collapsed on by 2 Colonials. Friel tries to poke it up the wall. He can't. Blevins will circle back. Over to Finnegan. Finnegan will just softly send that one to center, where Justice will send it back on net for Patrick. And he holds.
Got the Rorik line coming on now.
This is what they
Need
need.
an answer, exactly.
They need one late. Off the draw. Friel will send it to Finnegan. Up to Rorik. He'll take his time, fire that one off the wall to Sharamonte. Goes over his stick. And back with it the Hawks. Sharamonte on the pressure, though. Forcing him to turn around. Up the wall. Finnegan can't keep it in. Carrying Heinberg. He's met by Sharamonte again. Sharamonte sends two Hawks get sent into the Colonial bench. Rorik will go across. Pass shot there is saved and held. Moran was collapsing in.
Yeah, Moran was looking for that loose puck right there. That was close.
Just a little bit lower in that shot from Rorik. That is right on the platter of Moran. Wide open.
Beautiful. Uh-huh.
Under 3 to go in the second period. Colonials looking to at least cut the lead in half before heading to intermission. In feet, it'll get poked out to the point. Keeping it to Bransky. He'll go down, finds Rorik. Rorik pass will get tipped and go out the center. Hurley back up to Rorik. Rorick drops it. Charamonte shot tipped behind the net. Rorick back in front. Charamonte rebound from Moran. Digging it. It's loose. As the net comes off, we got a scrum in the corner. Doesn't look like anyone's going to go, though. Moran will disagree with that as he gets piled on by 2 Hawks.
Yeah. Moran said he was good getting 2v1 there. He'll avoid that.
Colonials going with a new offense. Blevins back. Shot there is blocked. He'll get it back. Shot save made in the feet of LaQuatra. It'll bounce out to the dot. Dobransky at center ice will send it back in. Moved around behind. Passanante to try and break it up. He can't, but it'll go straight to Dobransky, who will like to just dump it right back in. Back to get it to Nicola. He'll move over Gagliardi. In the middle, Passanante runs into him. As the puck bouncing back. Hurley in the middle. Poked in by Blevins. Passanante to chase. He will not be able to get there as LaQuatra tries to lay out his man, but gets reverse hit. Now here come the Hawks. Waddell. He runs into Dobransky as he dumps it in. Blevins can't get there. Goshik runs into Passanante. Puck will go out to the point. Carrying down Carr. And has a shot there. Save Patrick. Still with it are the Hawks. Back to the point. Back and forth. Justice. Shot is blockered there. Blevins. He'll go off the wall and clear it down for an icing. 1:02 to go in the second.
1 minute to go. Still time to answer, but don't give up another goal at this state. You don't want to go in the locker room down 3-0, giving up a goal with a minute to go. Just digging a grave for yourself at that point.
Hawks win the draw. It'll go back to the point. Shot flutters over the net. Hurley will try and go off the wall. Passanante can't get it out. Carr. They'll move it behind. Couple hits. Carr dangles and goes behind the net. He'll drop it. Wolfhart can't do anything with it. Dobransky will take it. He'll go up, finding LaQuatra. He'll try and sky it across, but can't find Blevins. Can't find Charamonte either. Here come the Hawks. Carrying in, walking across. Shot there, goes wide. Blevins. He'll move up. 15 seconds. Dances around a hit, goes for a change. As we got 10 seconds to go. Hawks are not afraid to just kill the rest of this time behind the net. Moving it up. Shot, Medved. LaQuatra can't get a shot off. Rebound save made as time expires. As everything breaking down here in the last couple seconds. Things are getting feisty here to end the second period. Patrick is off the ice already.
He wants nothing to do with it.
As I would not be surprised if we come back to the third period with some penalties on the board.
Yeah, probably.
But
we will see that.
We will see in about 15 minutes when we come back for the third and final period of Mountain Hawks and Colonials. Third period of play at the Olympic Ice Arena as Colonials fall 2-0 after the second period, looking to bounce back and get a comeback win for the Colonials, as the lone goal of that period went to Jesse Heinberg. But some news, we do have penalties as a result of that later scrum. It'll be 4-on-4 for 2 minutes. It'll be Braden Medved and Nicholas Kadorit. They will both sit for 2 for roughing.
Yeah, they both deserve it. A little extracurricular after the play, or period, I guess. In this case, yeah.
Colonials down 2. Gotta make that comeback. Third period underway, 4-on-4 action to start as the Hawks win the draw. Justice will move it over to his D partner in Mulder. Mulder will have it chipped in there as the Colonials with it, and Schmidt, he'll send it behind the net to Finnegan, up to Schmidt. He'll go up to Rorick. Rorick's pass can't find Blevins, and the Hawks will take it out. Justice moves it over, it's broken up. Up the wall, he'll find Blevins. Blevins try to get past Gagliardi, he'll pass it to Finnegan. Finnegan across, looking for that tip again in midair. Schmidt's shot is a flutter, finds its way to Blevins. Blevins walks around, can't pull the trigger as he's met by Gagliardi.
Yeah, he fanned on it. Good little tie-up from the Lehigh defenseman there.
Offside with the Hawks, so had to retreat on the enter. Here comes Rorick. Up the middle, shot goes wide. Picking up is Sinicola. He loses that one. Blevins in the middle, 2-1-0, across. Rorick can't pull the trigger as he fans on it. Oh, what a chance right there.
I mean, can't get a better pass than that. Just unfortunately, the puck bounced. I didn't even see it. I thought that was, I think did the puck bounce up on the stick
think
there?
it did.
I mean, that's crazy. You don't see that a lot from Rorick either. Just couldn't finish it.
Off the draw will go straight to Heinberg as he gets met by Dobransky. He'll get the puck back and circle back to center. 30 seconds on the 4-on-4. Puck broken up by Friel. He gets taken down, and the Colonials will get a power play. As touching it, Sinicola.
All right, here we go. Lehigh coming out a little sloppy. Colonials can take advantage of this.
Connor Wolfhart will sit as we get the ever common 4-on-3 power play. The one you practice every day.
Yeah.
Moran, Sharamonte, Rorick, and Finnegan on the ice for the Colonials. Looking to get back within 1. Moran will win it back to Finnegan. 20 seconds until we're back to 5-on-4. Finnegan, Rorick. Shot, looking for a tip from Sharamonte. He's got it, net comes off as we get a whistle.
Usually it's the net down there.
Normally maybe they switch pegs.
Yeah, that could be the case.
Yeah, pegs are not great, at least one of the sets of them. Might have been switched because we had public skates, so no nets were on the ice.
Yeah.
As that one's sent to the corner by Moran and cleared down the length of the ice by the Hawks. And Justice. Patrick will come out to play it as we are back to 5-on-4. Rorick will move that one up, carrying Moran. He'll put on the brakes. Scissor with Sharamonte and gives it to him. Sharamonte, nice little pass there over to Moran. It's blocked and out. Great sauce over to Moran.
Yeah, that was a pretty pass right there.
1 minute to go on the power play. Sharamonte can't get it in. It'll bounce off his stick in a weird way. Rorick, he's now into the offensive zone. Drops it below. Crivelli. Up to Moran. Back. Finnegan at the point. Takes a bounce, but still on the stick. Shot is blocked by Gagliardi. Moran back to Finnegan again. As bounces over his stick out to center. Moran enters the zone. Tries to go in the middle to Crivelli. Goes past everyone to Rorick in the corner. Bouncing puck on the stick of Crivelli. He'll move around. He'll like to dump it down to Passanante. Back to the point. Finnegan across Moran. Out of his wheelhouse, so has to circle. Back to Rorick. Finnegan. Pass it back. Try to go for a tip on Passanante. Bounces over his stick and out. Passanante trying to keep it in. He can't. 5 seconds to go on the penalty. Passanante will just chip it in as penalty expires. Gagliardi gets it past Rorik. Medved putting on pressure. Crivelli will go out to center. Grabbing it Waddell. His shot gets tipped wide as Medved will have it. He gets pressured, but taken by Waddell. Into the middle. Poked away Crivelli. Still with it, the Hawks. Waddell drops it back. Kadorit. Shot save made by Patrick. Hayburn. He'll go off the wall and get it out. Lindquist into the middle. Toomey poked off his stick to Young. Young tried to find Spears breaking out. Puck will eventually go to Spears as he takes a long range shot, and it's stopped. Up the wall by the Hawks. Grabbing it Goldstein. He'll move it up. Carrying Waddell. He'll try and drop it. No one there. And Spears with it for the Colonials. Spears will carry up that far wall as across Hayburn shot. It's stopped. As a stick is in 3 pieces behind the net.
Don't see that a lot.
Hayburn will dump it in. Picking up Mulder. He'll go up the wall, bounces off a stick, and goes to Hurley. Hurley will give it right back to him as the two continue to play catch.
Yeah.
Hurley to Dobransky. He'll go up to Young, trying to go across to Hayburn. Too far for him. Spears trying to break in. Poked and stopped by Condolios.
Good pressure from Spears there. Almost turned into something positive.
Spears can get that poke to the 5-hole. That would have been a dirty goal.
That would have been sick.
Ozone draw for the Colonials. 5 minutes down in the period. Crivelli back to Dobransky. He'll fake the shot and go to Kohlberg. Kohlberg sends it down. Crivelli to chase. He'll get it. But it'll get poked out by the Hawks. Carrying Heinberg. Trying to dance around Dobransky as he gets leveled, but another chance for the Hawks won't go. Saved by Patrick. Moving it up. Crivelli will sky that one to center. Trickles through a Hawk, but not in the wheelhouse of Evans. Carrying Berghardt. Trying to move in the middle, broken up by Kohlberg. As sent in. Schmidt will go all the way across to find Kohlberg. Dances around Gagliardi. Sent around behind the net looking for Evans, but it's broken up Berghardt. In some feet getting it out again are the Hawks.
RMU needs an answer here soon.
Sinicola
See what
will
they
just
can
wait.
do.
He'll move it up the wall. Carrying now Carr. Carr will drop it. Hawks still with it. Kadorit. Across, Carr can't pull the trigger. Moran gets in the way of the second chance. Colonials trying to get it out. They can't. Circling back, Wolfhart. He'll lose it to Finnegan. He'll go off the glass out to center. Kadorit will win the race for it, and back the Hawks come. Carr in the middle, across. Shot is tipped and goes over the net. Finnegan in his feet will grab it. He'll go off the wall, Sharamonti. A little bit too far past him, though. Keeping it again. Carr will send it around. Pick it up, Goshek. He's still with it as he's pressured. Hawks still with possession. Eventually gloved there by Patrick.
Yeah, Army struggling with possession this period. Not getting a lot of plays together, not getting a lot of anything together. Just looking scrambled out there.
12-13, and the Colonials need 2 goals. Off the draw, it'll be in a Colonial feet in Medved, but he gets pressured. But stealing it is Blevins. And still can't get it out. Backhand shot saved by Patrick. Colonials cannot get it out.
12 minutes exactly remain. Still struggling.
It's not impossible.
No, not at all. Definitely not.
One goal can change all the momentum.
Absolutely.
Shot there, gets tipped and goes behind the net. Schmidt will try and go up the wall to Hayburn, but will get sent back behind. Hawks still with possession. Down with it, Waddell. He gets hit hard there by Medved. And Schmidt to grab it. Trying to get it out is Young, and the Colonials still can't get it out. Cross shot is blocked on the shot by Toomey. In feet, it'll be sent back around. Medved to grab it. They'll move it to Hayburn, who will try and find Spears. Bounces off him. Colonials finally get it out of their own D zone.
Yeah, that was about 2 minutes of Lehigh dominance right there.
Spears will dump it back in again. It'll go all the way across. Young to break that one up. He'll go to the far wall. Hayburn jumping in. He'll circle back, but can't get it. Dobransky down. Spears. Spears across. Takes a tip off Evans and out to center. Hurley can't keep it in. Hurley will go across. Wingers will change. He's back with it, Justice. He'll send it out. Might have been looking to try and catch the Colonials with too many men as they were changing. In the middle goes past and gets sent to center. Out to play it as Rorick trying to intercept it, but Gagliardi will just take his time behind the net. New look line. It seems like they're putting Rorick with LaQuatra and Blevins now.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
He's got it now. Poked off his stick. He'll get it back. In the middle, trying to find LaQuatra, broken up. Dobransky will just send it back in for another dump and chase. Gagliardi gets beat to it by Blevins. He'll go back to the point. Hurley shot, tipped and in the back of the net. Joey LaQuatra, no goal. That took a while to discern.
Yeah, really. A little late. Did it look a little high? Maybe.
It did look high, but no. The fact that it took that long for a goal call.
Yeah.
Maybe a little influence from the goaltender. So Colonials thought they brought it back to 1 on the tip by LaQuatra.
That was a beautiful tip right there.
Just a little too high.
Exactly.
Coach Joseph wants some discussion. Well, he's talking to the wrong ref if that's the case. Eventually the other one skates over. But it is still 2-0. As could have been a momentum changer.
Yeah. Very just unlucky right there. Finally get one, but a little too high.
Colonials looking to bounce and keep that. Up the middle, couple Colonials taking tumbles. Kadorit. He'll move that one up, but it turned over to Friel. He'll go off the wall, out to Passanante. In the middle. Moran over. Sharamonte's shot goes wide. Back with it are the Colonials, but a bad bounce, and it's back to Kadorit and the Hawks. Malid will send it up. No icing as too many bodies in the way. Friel will drop it behind. Finnegan. He'll go across, finding Sharamonte. Fans on that one, where it's sent behind. Moran fighting for it, eventually taking it out. Out in front. Passanante can't get the shot off. Puck bounces over. Goalie didn't know where it was.
Yeah, hits the fixture.
That one will go into the stanchion. 8:40 to go. And you got to wonder if that no goal is going to inflate them to try harder to get another one, or it's going to deflate them that they thought they had it, now they don't.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. Hopefully the first option, but
yes,
we'll find out here in about probably 4 minutes. See what they got.
With it, Justice. He'll go behind his own net. He'll flip it to center. Medved. Off the back wall will go to Schmidt. Schmidt's pass is broken up. Into the middle. Digging for it. As eventually covered. And might have been loose, but ref signals he couldn't see it anymore.
Yep. That is fine. That is fine right there. Some fresh legs on. Much needed. 8:20 remaining.
We saw this line near the early parts of the season with LaQuatra, Blevins, and Rorick. They worked well together. Shot there is stopped. Rebound is loose. Digged for it. Kicked out by Patrick.
Yeah, Patrick in a split right there. Trying to do anything to not have that puck in the net.
Hawks playing with it along the wall. Carr up to the point. We'll go right back to him. Carr passes that one down. Colonials look like they're shorthanded in the way they're defending right now.
Yeah, really. I agree.
Shot is blocked. Blevins will carry. 3-on-2 over to LaQuatra. In the middle, tipped by Blevins. Rebound for Rorick, just goes wide. LaQuatra down to Blevins. In the middle, broken up. As here comes Goshik. Condolios' stick mounted its way into the high slot.
Yeah.
Schmidt will go over to Medved. 7 minutes to go. Tries to go to LaQuatra. Out of his reach, but no icing. Justice will move it up the wall. Colonials were changing into the middle as a big hit thrown, but a reverse by Justice. Into the middle, it's in feet. Trying to move it forward. Up to Sharamonte. Trying to dangle around one. He gets it back. Shot goes over the net.
That was a nice little windmill deke right there from Sharamonte. Almost got some from
Moran in front. He can't find one. Dobransky over. Hurley. Shot. Gloved. And held by Condolios. .6:30 to go now. Colonials seemingly putting on a lot more pressure.
Yeah. Definitely.
Doing a little better than last night once it got to crunch time.
Absolutely. Starting to show some sparks. Hopefully they can keep it up.
Carrying out Toomey. It gets poked away Finnegan. Taking it, and now the Colonials out to center. Moran over to Passanante. Passanante. Back to the point. Her Friel can't keep it in. Toomey to carry. Shot is blocked by Finnegan. Sharamonte will send it behind, but Friel was not ready for it. He does power his way to the puck, though. Sent in the middle and sent back in by the Hawks as the Colonials change. Up the wall, past Passanante. With it now Knopf. Has a big hit thrown here. Carrying is Friel in his own zone. He'll send it to center. 5:30 to go. Set behind the net. Patrick will move it up the wall. Finds Blevins. Goes across. LaQuatra. He'll chip it in. Rorick to chase. In some feet. It'll go up the wall. Dobransky steps up, but won't be for much. Here come the Hawks. In shot, scores. A late third period goal. Finds the back of the net. Zach Knopf will increase the lead to 3.
Yeah, that was just a gross goal right there. Beats Patrick. After definitely a momentum shift right there. Leaning towards the Colonial side. Just gets burnt out just like that with 5:05 remaining.
Colonials now need 3 goals in the final 5 after getting none through the first 55. It's a tough task.
Very tough. See what they got.
Hawks will take it off the draw. Malid will dump it behind. Patrick to leave it. Schmidt. He'll try and go over to Medved, but it'll go all the way to Hayburn. Into the feet of Spears. He'll carry. Spears loses his stick as Justice will grab it. Justice will go in the middle, back and forth. Goes all the way across, diving out and in the back of the net. It's another goal in just 30 seconds. It's Ferdinand Berghardt.
Yeah, it was a nice little backdoor pass. Couple bodies on the ice there, just puck getting right past them. Patrick not happy.
Hawks take a 4-0 lead with 4:30 to go. I mean, the Colonials need a goal almost every minute. Moran in feet. We're going to get a penalty here. It'll be a hook. And it's going to be on the Hawks. So Colonials, if you're going to get a comeback, this is a good way to start.
Agree. Get a quick one right here. First 15 seconds, and it'll give you 4 minutes to score 3 goals. Best opportunity you can get. Need it as soon as possible on this power play, or else it's over.
That one will get sent all the way down. But penalty was not on the board, so the Hawks were excited about the face-off win, but it's going to go back all the way back.
Thank you, Phil. Bailing arm you out there.
Although I think it's not going to go all the way back, actually.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah. That makes sense.
Face-off is down as we get another preemptive whistle, as now there's 2 penalties on the board. A little malfunction with the scoreboard here.
Yep.
Finally back to it. Colonials will win it. Finnegan over to Rorick. Back to him. He'll go up to Crivelli. He'll circle back. Go back to Finnegan. Pass is tipped in. Rorick to chase, but beating it is Gagliardi. Trying to keep it in. Finnegan. He can't. Circle to center. Cheramonti has to wait. As up in the air, the puck will go. Trying to dig it out. Perfect spot for Rorick. Cutting in as he gets met. Spin around Moran won't go. And the Hawks will clear it the length of the ice. Patrick coming out to play it. And he gets it out of danger.
Good work by Reno Patrick. Trusting his gut. Just going. Right move there.
In the feet of Rorick. He'll try and kick it forward. But the Hawks will just send it in again. 1 minute to go on the power play. Finnegan over. Crivelli drops it. Finnegan's shot is blocked. As Bodies go flying. Moran at the point. 3 minutes to go. All the way across to Bransky. Back and forth. It'll go back to him. Shot there goes wide and goes over to Moran. Moran bounces over his stick. Shot is blocked. Rebound comes out. Crivelli. It's blocked and kept in by Finnegan, but Toomey takes it. Toomey on a breakaway. Save made by Patrick.
Big save from Patrick right there.
Colonial quick up. Crivelli puts on the break. Shot, save made, and rebound goes to the corner. Penalty is expired. Down to grab it, Moran. He'll go down to Crivelli, back to the point, through the legs of Medved. And now here come the Hawks once again, 2-on-0. Across, Toomey scores. Max Toomey on the 2-on-0 makes it 5-0.
Yeah, that was just got caught in no man's land there. Puck gets away from you, no one back, and they're out the other way, exploding the other way. 2-on-0.
Toomey and Goshak, who is in the box.
Reno Patrick Gronk spikes his water bottle.
He's not happy about how this game ended.
No. And rightfully so.
It was a good game from him.
Yeah. It literally was. He did nothing wrong. Just got kind of left out to dry by his own teammates.
With it now is Mulder. He'll move it up as we hit 2 minutes to go. Fighting in the corner. Hayburn will carry it out for the Colonials. Hayburn down to the goal line. Shot hits the side of the net as the net now gets moved into the crease. As 1:40 to go. Net has yet to be fixed yet. As now we're just looking to avoid injuries heading into more divisional play next week.
Absolutely.
Justice will try and go up the wall. Young keeps it in. It'll get moved back. Friel across. Hurley will send it around. Young beats it off Justice as he's now behind the net. Justice off the wall. Will send it down. Hurley to pick it up at center. Hurley back to Hayburn. In the middle between the legs of Spears. He gets taken down. And the puck will go back to the Colonials as they dump it in. 1 minute to go. Justice can't get it out. Hayburn. It'll get moved to Spears. Spears will wrap behind the net. Across trying to find Hayburn. Couldn't find the stick because of a tip. Hurley will fan on the dump back in. As this one will get moved out to center. To Sumperiotis. He'll take it behind the net. He'll go back to the point now. Pressure down, circling. Shot is blockered there as we got 25. Gagliardi. He'll send it around behind. Young will just try and send out the center to bounce over the stick of Toomey. As Young lays a big hit there, he's playing till the whistle.
Yeah.
So is Spears as he wrestles off a man. 5 seconds. Spears, shot, save made, rebound bounces out and cleared out by the Hawks. And the Hawks come across to Pittsburgh and take 2 of 2 against the Colonials. They win this one 5-0.
Yeah, great goaltending by Lehigh. Great overall play from Lehigh. Not forcing a lot of passes or shots. Composed and did everything right. Executed perfectly. 5-0 win. Reno Patrick, on the other hand, he played a great game too, but just got left for dry basically by his own teammates.
This was a close game. You wouldn't think that looking at the score, but if you take out the last 5 minutes of this game, it's a 2-0 game.
Yeah, absolutely.
And with a lot of chances on both sides.
Yep, correct.
Handshake line goes. We will say goodbye from the Island Sports Center as we get ready to look ahead for next weekend. The final weekend before Thanksgiving break, a week off in between there. Next weekend, there will be four broadcasts, my mistake.
Hey, nice.
As we've got a packed Saturday. On Friday, D3 will be home against IUP at 8 o'clock.
That'll be a good game.
And then on Saturday, we got 3 games. It starts with men's basketball versus Youngstown State at noon. Follow that up with D4 hockey against Slippery Rock at 5:15. And then D3 takes on Case Western at 8:15. A real packed Saturday.
Yeah. Action-packed right there.
As well as multiple away games for all teams. Only game left this weekend. There's 2 more games this weekend because D3 plays Akron later tonight. That game will start in about 2 hours at Akron. And the D2 Colonials will go and play Rowan tomorrow.
Awesome.
So that will do it for us tonight. We will see you next Friday for the D3 Colonials.